Hello, all of you vaingloriously wonderful people, and welcome back to Timberborn, part 13 of our Emberpelts series. And if you're not familiar with the Emberpelts, they are a faction that hates to go in the water, loves fire, has some cool buildings, and extra new foods. That's a good summary. So today, I want to put the finishing touches on this district so that we can then move to our new district. But first, I want to kind of think about this new district. And I think it would be kind of cool if like the district centers were just like right across from each other. I don't know. I kind of like the idea. So what I'm going to do is just temporarily get rid of that path. I'm also going to temporarily get rid of that crossing gate. I think that's what it's called. Is that what those are called? District gates, yeah. The reason being is I want this district to be able to come over here and build just a little bit of something for us. And that little bit of something is going to be one medium warehouse. There we go. And we'll tuck that in back. Yeah, let's put it there. And then I also want to get one medium tank. And what we're going to put here are some berries once I find them. There we go. And then this one is going to have a bit of water. That way when we do start a new district, they have, you know, some resources. Granted, it's going to be, I think, a little bit more on berries and a lot more on water than a district would normally start with, but that's okay. It's fine. And then we will go ahead and plop a district center here, and it will be able to build that. And then once we put this other gate back in, we'll be good. But I kind of like, actually, you know what? I don't like that this is blocking the view here. So I'm glad it's nighttime. We're gonna change gears here. I like the idea of them being right across from each other like that, but not enough to block the view of our district center. So instead, we can put that path back, and then we're going to delete this path. And we can unpause, and then we'll put the district center on top of that. Once I remember which button that was under. There we go. There we go. That'll be better. And then they can get started on that. So today, the name of the game is twofold. I want to get 2 of these Tribute of Ingenuities in. Mainly 2 because they're 3 tiles wide, so they're not going to like line up even with anything that we've built. So this is all variations of 2. Plus, I want to get some good coverage. I mean, they cover a lot of space. Like if we manage to bring one like way the heck over here, or even like back here, and then have another one like way the heck over here, we can get like a huge portion of the district covered by the Tribute of Ingenuity. However, Tribute to Ingenuity. However, power is going to be a concern for these. We're going to have to find a place for power shafts to come up and through everything, but I think I have a solution for that. I don't want them up super high. Like, I think I want them about the same level as that, just because of how tall they are. So, like, if I put them up at the same level as here, they're still gonna clearly... It's wanting to, like, show it to me, and then it goes away. There we go. It's still going to be slightly higher than the other monuments. The only other place we could put them would be like maybe back here, build a platform over some of this, but I kind of like that this is open air. We are going to enclose a little bit of this area back here today above that, so I'd kind of like to preserve this being open air. So maybe we bring them out. I'm just kind of looking. So that's like the middle there. So the middle of it would need to align about with that tile right there, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, the 5th one in. So cool. And then that would get half the district covered, I believe, is what I'm looking at there, right? Yeah, that would go to the underside of the statue up here on the building. So bring it back over 1 and we're good to go. So if I get something that comes from here and then goes up, we'll be in good shape. So, and then these are 3 wide and we need power. So what I'm thinking is to bring in a platform here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bring in a platform right here and then have them clear just a little section there. I'm going to prioritize that so that gets done. And they're getting all this stuff. Okay, yeah, they've built it already. We have a lot of builders, so, you know, I'm not surprised that they got that. Cool. So, I'm going to let that just sit for a minute. And then we're going to bring power. No, that's not what I wanted. I wanted the other power shafts. I want this power shaft. So we go up. And then go up there. And then that was how many away from there? 2. Yeah, okay. So, we then need to find a way to come on up here like this. And this is where I think this is going to get a little bit tricky. Is how do I get... Okay, hold on before you build that power, because I'm not sure this is really where I want the power. Maybe we put... Well, no, I can't bring the power up there because it'll block the path. I was saying maybe we could put the power back here and then bring it up in behind. Maybe this just needs to all be out by 1. So if I do this and then move this singular platform here over and then go like something like this. This is still going to present the problem of how I get power up to it. Maybe dirt blocks would be better, because then I can leave one of them open, because that has us basically to that level now. 1, that's 2 below. So, well, you know what? If I do dirt blocks, yeah, okay. Hold up. If we do dirt blocks there, then I can do like an overhang. Oh yeah, that'll work. That'll work fine. In fact, we could bring this forward even and abandon what's here. I kind of like that idea. We're going to do that. So, this is planning phase. I've had the idea, but I've not tested it out, as you can see, and then I put that right back in the wrong spot. Get rid of that, and then get rid of this. And prioritize that, though I don't think there's anything else for them to really work on other than picking up stuff that doesn't have any storage. There we go. Slow things back down and try this again. So I want that there, and then I want to come up one more. Yep, one more. With a 3 like that, because that's all the space that we need. And then on top of that, we will do dirt blocks. Even though I was planning on not using dirt for this, I think it'll be okay. And then we can stack the power up just right there and behind. Once I remember where those are. There we go. And bring those, and then that will get its power from underneath, most likely. I can't imagine why it wouldn't. And then for power, we can just tap in right here to get all of these power shafts connected. And then that will go straight up, and then we can just take the monument, once I click the right button, and drop it right there and make sure that we're still getting the coverage that I was expecting. Yep, it is still right there, exactly where I wanted that to be. And then coming, ooh, that's too far. Coming back here, hello, there we go. Coming back here, let's turn this off so I can see a little bit better. Yeah, I think it has the scale I want. This is just a little bit higher than that. And then we're going to have something that goes up in the middle here to kind of cap it off and hide some of those wind turbines or windmills and stuff like that. So yeah, this will work. The only thing that we need is to give them a way up here to be able to work on all this. So that's going to be done by way of just some temporary ladders, which, you know, my history with these is just fantastic. I don't ever get beavers trapped in anything anywhere ever when I build these. So what I'm going to do is pause like a couple of these here so that they like get that built and the platform and all that, but they're not like coming over here. In fact, if I like prioritize this side, maybe that wouldn't be such a bad idea, and then pause everything this side. Can't quite see that, so we'll go here, down, 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 and then we're just going to pause this entire side. That way once they get this platform in, well, no, they won't be able to build these until they've built that. Because this is all overhangs. It's not on a platform. So, yeah, so much for that idea. That won't work. I'm just worried that they're going to get over here and get stuck. But if they do, we'll deal with it. We'll just build a new way up for them. They won't be able to build that till all of those are in, though, so we're good there. So I then want to recreate this over here on this side. So that is on... You can't see what I'm doing. 1, 2, 3, 4th one in. So we want to do the same thing over here. And go 1, 2, 3, 4th one in, and then right next to it. And then once again prioritize those so that we get those out of here pretty quick. And then we can rebuild this one more time. And those are gone, and I paused for no good reason again. So we need big platform, that platform. Then we need to bring power up to there. And then on top of that platform, we need dirt, correct? Right? Yes. And then bring that back like that. Those are the same elevation. They are the same elevation. Excellent. And then we just need to throw another one of these on top. It got laggy there for a second. I was worried it wasn't going to put it in the right spot, but we're good. And then bring the vertical power shaft tunnels over to here. Like so. And then one right underneath there. And that gives them a nice little project to work on, but we will also, of course, need ladders over here for this project as well. So we will throw in a few of those and see if they can't get up here and get this all built. I believe they'll be able to. It's just going to take a while as they work on those ladders. So this is going way faster than I was expecting it to. That's not symmetrical. This one's over too far. This needs to go over one more section. Yep. Okay. Glad I spotted that now instead of later. So just demolish a little bit of this stuff. Get rid of those because we don't need them right here. We've already built some of them, and that's okay. So it's actually here that we need to go, into the trees. Which is going to be, yeah, we'll still be able to see it. It'll be fine. So we need to go 1, 2, 3, 4 here, and then get rid of that next one so we can replant some wheat. Not that we really need a ton of wheat, but as well. So there we go. We will get those out now. So once again, prioritize, speed it up so they get them out. And then 3rd, 2nd, 4th, 5th time's charm. Yeah, something like that. So there we go. We'll slow that back down. This will go here with one of these on top to start our dirt blocks, but we want to bring the power up as well. So let's just get the power sorted here. Go back to there, and then one more right there, and then we want to go up, 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 and up, just like that. Beautiful. And then dirt blocks, dirt blocks, dirt blocks. I like that there's very minimal infrastructure actually holding that monument up. I think it looks kind of cool. So just want to double check that this was a 3 and then just the one on top. Yep. There's a 3 with just the one on top, and same thing over here. And that explosion startled me for some reason, even though I know they're dealing with explosives today. Cool. So now we should be good to go, except we need to get rid of that because they'll never be able to plant anything there. So we need to fill that back in with dirt and then get them some stairs to go up, because otherwise they'll never get up there. So same thing, just a big batch of stairs. Cool. So how's this one coming along? Yeah, they should still be able to get up here. How do we have building lacks workers if we've got 7? Because this is not connected. Okay, that makes sense. That makes total sense. I was really confused. That's because we've got the new district center. Once we get, actually we can go ahead and do that. We can put the gate back in and not take out the whole thing. There we go. and then put a district gate in, and then replace this path. And now this is all its own district over here. You can see they've got 300 water, 197 berries. Didn't quite get it filled up, but close enough. So cool. Let's get these dudes built. We'll kind of go like right here so we can kind of watch both of them under construction. And then we'll look at what we're going to do for the second part of my plan, third part of my plan today. And there we go. Both of them are in. We're going to slow time back down. And wow, we've jumped up to 64 well-being, and I dig how those look. Off to the side, really kind of just being bookends to the district. Looks phenomenal. How are we doing on power? We should be, yeah, we're fine. Even without the wind turning, we're still, and now that it's kicked in, we're well above where we need to be. I don't think we're even using battery power. We're not. So yeah, we're good. We are absolutely golden. So now I want to find a place to get the big wonder of fire in. And I'm pretty sure this is a 7x7 building, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes. So my thought was to have it kind of start up and over here above all this and then hang out above some of this, but I thought it was 6x6 instead of 7. So it's not going to quite line up anywhere properly, which is unfortunate. No matter what I do, I'm not going to get that thing to line up. And I really don't want to build 2 of them, given how much they take in resources. But I guess I could. But they also take 10 beavers to staff them, and we don't really have 10 beavers. We have 6, so maximum 13. So yeah, that would take 20, and we just don't really have the space. Though this side, we could eliminate some of the builders' huts because we're, as far as I know, we're essentially done over here after this. But man, 2 of these would be such an investment of resources. So maybe I just live with a little imperfection and have it be off center. I'm really torn. I need to think about this for a minute. So I'm gonna wait for night to fall and the day to come back while I consider my options here. And as morning dawns, I think what I want to do is bring them up on elevated platforms where this one is, and then same thing over here, like right here. It's kind of hard to get these really, yeah, like there-ish, but back one. And have them just be like a cover over some of this storage. I think that'll work, but where am I going to get said platforms in? Plus, we got to get a way for them to get up there because we have to have workers. And I think the place we're going to get the platforms in is going to be here. So I go 1 platform there, 1 platform there. Then can I run? I can run that out, but that's not going to give me enough. But if we use dirt blocks, I'll be able to get some overhangs in. And I'll be able to use these 2-way stations to get them up to the platform. So yeah, this could work. So if we put in our blocks starting here and then put an overhang on it, that's 7, but we need to come out like 1 more probably. Because of where we're going to need to put a 2-way connection. So that will let me connect all the way over to there. So we would then need, since we can only come out 2 here, we would need another platform underneath this row. Right? Yeah, I think so. So we will facilitate that. Drop in that. And now I should be able to get all of this connected. Yep, that's beautiful. And that gives me 4. And there's 5 that we need, but now we're in the same situation where we're not able to quite get connected. So then we'll come out 2 more. Come up, and what do we have here? 6 so far? Yeah. So this will be number 7, and now we can get that in without any issue whatsoever. They're able to currently build a lot of that, but what I want to do here is bring tubeways up. I don't know that we're going to need to go quite that high, and also I'm not sure that this is really going to work just yet. I'm going to have to put the monument in, and then, or the wonder in, and then see. So what I'm thinking for our tubeways, this might work. I might have to go like 1 more below to get it to actually function. We'll see. But one of you, and I can't remember who it was, said that you believe that the tubeways can work if I just do an entrance and a tubeway connection. So what I'm thinking is do the tubeway connection there and then the walkway entrance like right here, but just facing that to where they go right in, just right there. And then I would really like to have the tubeway down into here, but I'm not going to be able to because there's nothing supporting it. Like here I can do it. But in all of these I won't be able to. And that's why I'm thinking this needs to be... For some reason it's not letting me put one there either, which I find odd. Now will it? Now that that is... Oh, did I do a two-way levee tunnel? I did. I didn't mean to do that. I wanted just a two-way tunnel. So yeah, I can't do two-way tunnels anywhere right here. I kind of don't like that that is a big block there, so we're gonna fix this and put the proper tubeways in. For now, I can just do that. But then how in the world do we get that to over there? I suppose we could get rid of that and do this. This leaves a bit of a weird opening over here that I don't really like, but I think this might work. So then we can just go tubeway and do that all the way across. Possibly. But now the question is, how are they going to build all these blocks? I mean, they'll be able to build this row, I suppose. And then once that's there, from here they'll be able to build over to there, and then build over that second row. So then, yeah, then they'll be able to walk back. So yeah, this could work. And then we don't need. Okay, I just took that whole thing out. I'm like, we don't need these extra ones sticking out here at the end. But that took out the whole thing for some reason. I don't really know why. Did I accidentally click on the wrong thing? Probably. There. That'll get it connected. Not quite what I had in mind, but it will get it connected. And I want to get it built before we build the second one, just because, or at least get the platform in and see that they're going to be able to still get up here and build everything. And I'd really like to make sure that this connection works before we get too gung-ho with this, because if not, we're going to have to come up with a different way for them to get up here, which won't be a big deal. There's an obvious other way to get them up right here with a ladder. So let's get this thing in, which is a ton of time that we're going to be investing, but I'd rather get one built and then just do it again on the other side once I know for certain we're going to be able to get in and out of it. So I really thought that they were going to be able to come up here and build these dirt blocks from these tubeways, but they're not. I totally thought that they were going to be able to go like and reach outside of that one to build that, but nothing is happening, and they haven't been up here in a while. So let's give them some other way up here. And I'm like looking around, I'm like, oh, how? Oh man. Alright, so We're trying to get to these blocks. And we want to go probably via ladders. Yeah, I'm stumped. So maybe we send them up back here? Question mark. Let them do that. And then they can walk up. Speaking of, we can get rid of these ladders over here that we're tempering. So they can go. Oh, except I accidentally took out one of the tunnels for power. It's fine. We'll just put it back, and we'll put the path back on top of it, just like that, and then we'll prioritize that one. Oh, never mind, they built it anyway. And then over here, we need to get rid of the ladder and try not to destroy everything again. So, to there. Yeah. Yeah, cool. And then they'll get picked up what they can get picked up. We'll see what happens here. Okay, so cool. Now are they able to get up here? Construction, waiting for the one behind it, which is this one, which they should. No, they can't reach it because one of the that one's not built, so there's nothing for it to attach to. All right, so I just need to change the orientation of all of these, which is gonna require getting rid of that again. And then coming through here, we're gonna have. Ooh, I deleted something down here. What the heck did I just delete? Platform of some sort. Oops. Which was a 5x1. Good job, meat. There we go. Put that back. Where does this path actually go? All the way back? All the way back. Just like that. Is that all that it took out? No, it also took out a decorative planter here, so we'll put that back in as well. Yeah, there we go. That'll get that fixed. Cool. So I don't think I have anybody stranded because they can go through this to get into there. So why is it saying connected building? Ah, because these guys. Okay. So let me be a little bit more careful about what I'm deleting here and make sure that we're only recovering what I want to recover. And that it's not saying I'm going to be getting other things out of it. Excellent. Cool. So now if I go this way, they should, in theory, be able to do this. Yeah? I would think so. I would think that would let them get it done. Because now they can walk up here, build that one, and they'll be happy. And then we just need the overhang here. For that, then we need to pop. I don't want to do this first. I want to do it last. I want to get the tubeway in, but I kind of need to see where it's going to go. So we'll just put it up here. Okay, so that's what I thought. We need to come out one more. I'm going to pause this so they don't start working on it. And then we need to come across to there with the tubeway. Okay, we're getting there. So then we have to turn the beavers. Here we need to go the tubeway connection there, and then a walkway entrance going that direction, and then connect tubeways all the way across. So how are you stranded exactly? You don't look like you should be stranded. There's a ladder right here, dudes. What is the problem? How are they stranded? And nobody else is coming up here to build. Oh, I am missing something obvious here, aren't I? Why are they stranded? It was that. Even though that's not built yet. That's peculiar. Why was that causing the beavers to be stranded? That's new. So this monument, even when it's not built, blocks construction. Because look, that's saying that's too far away. If I get rid of this, boom, no problem. All right, so we have to build the platforms first. Very strange. So for some reason, this has collisions and everything, even when it's not built. So that's definitely a bug, I would have to say, within the mod. I would think that would be where that is. Anyways, let's get this platform built out here real quick. So there you go, we've got the platform in, and we've seen that they're able to use that as an entrance and exit, no problem. So we should be ready to drop this in, and then that should show, yeah, it's, I'm pretty sure it's going to be connected to the district. But the question is, are they going to get stuck trying to build it? Are they going to be able to get in and out of here? I don't know. I'm really confused about that part. But what I do know is that the platform can be constructed without any issue. But I think I've got this one in the wrong spot, don't I? No, it comes out over the platform. It's just that these sides aren't quite over here because this is an even number of things aren't quite balanced out. Yeah, that's the problem. Oh, we also get rid of a clock. We need to put a clock back. So that's there, and that's under decoration, and clock. There you go. Let me get our clock back in. So, yeah, it's going to be off just a little bit because of this being an even number up here, but I could... Alright, no it's not. No, it's still going to be the same by the time we bring it out one. Okay, I was just looking at it wrong. Alright, we're fine. We are fine. Good. So, we know we need a dirt block here so that they can start building tubeways up. You know, that's going to need to come up like 3, 4? I think it's 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, it's 4. There, cool. And then over here, we just need to come in and put in... I see, it's this that's got the even number to it. And that's where it's throwing me off because of where this walkway is. Okay. Alright. But otherwise, we're golden. So then we just need to go, what was it, every third one? Yeah. Like that. And then drop these in like so. And get the base in, and we know we need to go this way this time, and then now I should be able to fill these in like that. So that's 6. That gives me my 7 square, and then we just need to bring this out on the side here. Okay, actually, we need to come one more. Yeah, we need to go one more like that, and then run these out here on the edge for the tubeway. Excellent. And then the tubeway will come around like that one. So the third one, and then we need the tubeway connection like that, and then we need the walkway entrance facing that way. Cool. So are they going to be able to build that without doing anything? I'm going to prioritize it and see, because if they can, then we... No, they're still going to need a ladder. Never mind. I was going to say we could just let them get up there with 2 ways, but we're still going to need a ladder. So we will give them a ladder up to there, but we don't need these ladders anymore, I don't believe. I think these can go. Yeah, those can safely go. And now we're just waiting on them to build this and this other platform. I'm kind of thinking I'm going to prioritize this other platform and get all of this built before they build the monument, because it's going to work. It is definitely going to connect. You can see the path going right there into the front door, so it'll be fine. So in the morning, they will come get this platform built out, and then we'll watch as they get one of them built. We're not going to watch them build them both just because it takes so long. A lot of hammering, a lot of supplies that have to be delivered. It's just going to take a while, even for 24 beavers. So let's watch platform and the first monument mostly get built, and then we'll go from there. And there we go. It is finished, and they're going to zip over to start on the next one. We have completed the first of 2 Wonders of Fire. This one now has tons of stuff it has to get, and we're a little bit low on planks, so this one's going to take a while. So what we'll do is we will get this one filled up and launch it and see what it does for our well-being. One of them will cover everybody if we do it. Like, in fact, it does just cover everything. Like, yeah, there's not a single job that is not covered by just the one. So it'll be fine to launch just the one. We'll get this one launched, and then we'll jump cut to that one getting built. But let's get this one filled up really quick. And that didn't take too long. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit pause. We're going to hit the button. And then we're going to come out here. We're going to get out of that view. And we're going to come out just a little ways away from the district. And actually, let's go with a view like here. There we go. That way we can kind of just watch as this launches flames into the air. That's kind of what it does. Here we go. Ooh, lots of happiness too. It spins around and just launches fire into the air, which, sure, neat. I like it though. It's pretty cool. And I like the way it sits up there. I think it looks pretty doggone good. That got us up to 72 well-being. That's nuts. Oh, it's still doing things. Are you gonna launch more fire? No? You're just, okay, you're done? Oh, hey! So, days passed. Wow, almost 1,200 days. That's crazy. Beaver's born almost 1,800. A lot of water consumed, but not as much as other districts would. We have painted lots and lots of tails. We have cut down nearly 100,000 trees. We've broken 50 teeth. No bots. No bots. And we've used 4,000 dynamite. That's crazy. That is just absolutely insane. Distributes resources across the earth. When launch makes them happy. I don't know how it really distributed resources via puff of fire, but you know, we're not going to question it too much. We're just going to accept that that's what happened. Yeah, I think like that's a good looking district. I really do dig it. I'm very happy with it. Very happy with it. What I am a little concerned about is the number of berries over here. When we send the new district over here, we'll have to like jump onto food very quick, but it looks like we'll be ready to do that without too much of a problem. For now, though, like I said, I want to let them get this other monument in up here. We are down to just 200 and some odd planks, though. We're also out of Phoenix essence because this thing used 500, but that'll get rebuilt or recreated. Because we've got 2 different Phoenix distilleries. We only really doubled down on a couple buildings. The Phoenix distillery, the centrifuges, and the dirt extractors. Everything else we have a single one of in this district of 162 beavers. Well, except for like farmhouses and stuff like that. But, you know, you had to have those for coverage. But yeah, my original goal was to not like build a massive amount of industry for this district, and job done. We are making fuel because I was worried that we wouldn't get the power situation sorted out, and that we would need the fuel generators because they make the most power per fuel input, I think. Actually, that might not be entirely true. You get the most output total, but it looks like it actually uses more fuel. But anyway, that's why I did create the refinery, and I'll leave it, whatever, you know, the fuel, wherever it is, there it is. It can just sit there, and it'll be fine. But we're solid on food. The only thing that we had trouble catching up with for a while was corn, but even that finally eventually got there. So we are more than set for this district of food. I am tempted to like bring this two-way on around and connect down into this one, just so they can get up there both ways. But I mean, it's not really needed, but I kind of like the idea all the same of having the two-way run all the way in front of that. Because looking how it kind of like covers the base, I kind of dig it. Especially since it's got like a nice relief in the side of it. I don't know, I might I might do that. It would be as easy as running just a little bit here and then up and over that way. And then they would have a little bit extra around the side. Again, you know what? I'm going to do it. I like it. I've talked myself into it. So that would need to go like there. Yep. And then we would need to have overhangs here. And then overhangs going that way. And then we would just be able to connect 2 ways. And granted, it's going to be a long time before these get built, because they're going to wind up building that other wonder first. But I kind of... Oops, that needs to be a... one of these duders. The walkway connection. Where is the side of it? Let's put it here. Oh, it's facing the right way. Awesome. There. So yeah, I think I'll be happier with that up there like that. So we may as well do the same thing on this side while we're thinking about it. So we'll spin these around, go out that way. Then we need to bring this, not there, right there by 3. And then we need to go here like that. Yes. And then come in here into housing. Make sure that's going the right way. Actually, no, the hole needs to be facing out. So that means this one's wrong. Whoops, as I build another one. Yeah, the hole needs to be facing to where the 2-way is, doesn't it? Yeah, I think so. So that means on this side, that one needs to go there. And on this side, this one needs to go right there. Awesome. Cool. Don't know why I had to pause to do that. They're not going to come build it anytime soon. Habit. And then this comes around. That goes there. And then this just comes up. Cool. And yeah, I kind of dig the fact that it's now surrounded completely on the front by 2-ways. So we will get this all finished. And then we will wrap up for the day. But that's going to tell you, I'm going to go the long way around. I'll see you guys after the jump cut. And there we go. 2 new monuments, 2 new wonders. And I built over on this side a couple extra tanks for Phoenix Essence since we were running low. And we weren't quite getting everybody to visit a campfire, so I built 2 extra over here just to kind of add the symmetry to the ends. But I'm really pleased with how this district has turned out, and it has everything. There is nothing that we are lacking. They are able to get on the fun. They are all experiencing all the different aesthetics and all inspiring things, though we have had some beavers die off and new beavers born, but that happens. And they're mostly all getting the food. It's not for lack of the food. I think they're just not hungry and therefore they don't get to all of it. But for the most part, the vast majority of them have had it. And we have a couple injuries, but that's fine. Shelter, for some reason, 3 of them think they don't have shelter. I don't know what's up with that, but it's fine. But yeah, next time, I think we will be able to start a new district over here. Still a little concerned about the number of berries that are there, but it's fine. We'll just focus on food really quick. We have lots and lots of wood for logs that we can cut down on this side with all these oaks, and then some pines, and then also some birch that'll be able to be cut down. And then by the time we get that all cut down, we'll be able to have foresters in, and this will all be grand. And I'm really looking forward to it. I hope you are as well, but we're going to leave it here for now with a lovely evening outro shot here, which can't see as much of the fire as we used to, but we can still see quite a bit. And I'm excited to start a new district. Until next time, I'm Brandon, reminding you to stay vainglorious.